Interpret the remainder. This is a continuation of Chapter 3, Lesson 11. So this is Chapter 3, Lesson 12. Check. 1. What is the meaning of the remainder when you solve this problem? So just to make sure that we're aware, 1 and 2 go together, so don't get confused with the questions. Make sure you realize what it's asking. So we're interpreting the remainder for number 1, and this one is asking us a different question. So each ticket costs $7. How many tickets can you purchase with 100? So 7 can go into 10 one time, can't go into 1. So I'm going to subtract 10 minus 7. I get 3, bring down my 0. 7 can go into 34 times, and I get 28. And I have a remainder of 2. So what the question we have to answer is, what is the meaning of the remainder when you solve this problem? So you have A, you have 2 tickets left over. B, you have $2 left over. C, you spent $14. Or D, you have 15 tickets, I'm sorry. So if we look here, we're interpreting the remainder. So it's either A or B. You have 2 tickets left over, or you have $2 left over. So because we're trying to figure out how many tickets you can purchase, so we're talking about money, you actually have $2 left over. We're not talking about 2 tickets left over. So we have enough to spend for 14 tickets, but those 2 extra dollars we would have left over would not be enough. So B is my correct answer. So now we also need to look at number 2, solve the problem. Each ticket costs $7. How many tickets can you purchase with 100? So if we're looking, we know that we can purchase 14 tickets. So B is going to be my correct answer. All right, 3. What is the meaning of the remainder when you solve this problem? There are 83 campers ready for a canoe trip. If each canoe can hold 3 campers, how many canoes are needed? So again, we are dealing with people. So when we're dealing with people, we can't leave anyone out. So I'm going to set up my division problem. And 3 can go into 8 2 times, because 3 times 3 is 9, which is too high. So 3 times 2 is 6. I get 2, and then bring down my 3. 3 times what is going to get me closest to 23? Well, 3 times 8 is 24, and 3 times 7 is 21. So it's going to be my closest. So 3 minus 1 is 2, so I have a remainder of 2. So I'm answering the problem, what is the meaning of the remainder? So we're going to talk about the remainder. A, there will be 3 campers in the last canoe. B, you will need 27 canoes. C, there will be 2 campers in the last canoe. Or D, you need 2 canoes. So we know we don't need 2 canoes. We're going to need more than 2 canoes. There will be 2 campers in the last one. That could be a possible answer. You need 27 canoes. Well, we can't only have 27 because we still have 2 campers left over. So that can't be it. And there will be 3 campers in the last one. Well, we also know that the remainder is 2, so that can't be it either. So C is our answer. We just want to make sure that we check all possible answers before we select our correct answer. So your correct answer is C. Number 4, solve the problem. So this is a continuation of the last one. So there are 83 campers ready for a canoe trip. If each canoe holds 3 campers, how many canoes are needed? So again, if you remember from our last page, I'm just going to show you from before. So I have 27, remainder 2. So if I look at this one, we just need to solve the problem. So I'm just going to copy my work from the other one over here. Just so I don't have to keep flipping back. Okay, so if I look, how many canoes are needed? So since we have a remainder of 2 and we can't leave any campers out because that wouldn't be fair, we wouldn't need 3 canoes. We may need 28. We wouldn't need 20 because that's less than 27. And again, we need 27 canoes, but we still have 2 students left over. So I'm going to cross off D. So my best answer is going to be B. We will need 28 canoes so that we can include those other 2 campers. And then number 5, solve the problem. You have 215 ounces of fruit. How many 8-ounce servings can you make? So I'm going to circle 215 and 8. Set up my division problem. So I know that 8 can't go into 2, but 8 can go into 21 2 times, because 8 times 3 is 24, which is too big. So 8 times 2 is 16. Subtract. 11 minus 6 is 5, and I'm going to bring down my 5. So 8 can go into 55 how many times? So let's see. 8 times 5 is 40. 8 times 6 is 48, but 8 times 7 is 56. So 56 is too high, so it has to be 8 times 6. So 8 times 6 is 48. Subtract a remainder of 7. However, it says you have 215 ounces of fruit. How many 8-ounce servings can you make? So because it deals with fruit, it doesn't deal with people, I can just leave this extra 7 out. So only going to have A 26 servings. So A is your correct answer.